That's Connor. Are you that guy from YouTube? It is, it's you, look. It's the hat.
Connor, is that you?
You're done with that one, yeah? Alright, cool.
What is up, guys? It's day 2 of the event here at Mice. It's awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Bumping into a whole lot of people. It's unreal. It's been really good to see everybody. Tried so many good coffees. I've already coffeeed out and it's only 12:30. Still got time. Definitely be more cups to come. Apparently Cartel have got some cup of the show, as a few people are saying, so I'm going to go check that out shortly. But I'm going to show you guys around. I know I haven't been doing a lot of talking. It's been quite noisy. So I found a little corner here that I can actually say something to you guys. But I'll try to do some voiceovers in the stuff if I have. If I haven't, I'm sorry. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been very overwhelming. Lots of good food, lots of good coffee. I'll catch up with you guys soon.
Until the sun comes up.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the Melbourne International Coffee Expo, otherwise known as MICE. We've obviously travelled down from Sydney for this. This is something we're going to try to do every year while we can. This year's a little bit different. If you watch the intro video, we brought partners and kids and stuff this time, so it's a little bit less of a bro trip, but it's definitely been a better event in my opinion so far. So when I'm filming this, we're actually a few days into the event, but this video is going to be filmed, probably chopped up a little bit. I'm going to try to do some voiceovers because you guys are not going to hear a thing otherwise. So the flight didn't exactly go to plan. We'd actually missed our plane due to somebody booking the incorrect car park, whether it was my mistake or the other end. Anyway, we'd missed our flight because we just simply didn't make it there in time. $300 later, some transfer fees, we're on the plane, and it wasn't a bad flight. But anyway, we made it to Melbourne, jumped in an Uber and straight to Code Black in Brunswick because, well, they're pretty damn good. We've been there every morning because we're staying pretty close to Brunswick. And it's been a lot of fun. Speaking of coffee, obviously we're bringing home some coffee. So if you are a local to the cafe, come on down next week and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. We've got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of mind-blowing stuff. Yeah, especially I'm obviously bringing home some chorizo. I keep going to call it chorizo, but it's not a sausage. It is delicious coffee. It's incredible as a filter or a spro. So make sure you come and check that out. Now, something amazing, absolutely amazing has happened. This is something that I kind of put in the back of my mind because I was actually getting a bit frustrated at the whole situation. But I'll give you a quick rundown. 2018, I was in Melbourne for something completely uncoffee related, and just popped my head into a cafe that looked like a nice little hole in the wall. And there was a guy standing behind the bar, this guy right here, and he just blew my mind with his coffee. I didn't even choose what I wanted. He just went, here, try this, and poof, changed everything for me. That was actually before I was in the coffee industry, and he is the reason I wanted a cafe, and he's the reason I'm sitting here right now talking about coffee, because if that didn't happen, who knows what I'd still be doing. So fast forward a few years, and after 5 years of hunting, because Bayano the Rebel, the cafe he worked at, actually closed down, and then I've been hunting, trying to find him. I didn't actually even know the guy's name, so it made it very difficult. Leaving Brunswick today, or leaving Code Black in Brunswick, we went for a walk over to Disciple Coffee Roasters in Brunswick. As I got to the door, I realised I know that guy. I recognised his face. I walked in, shook his hand, thanked him for everything, and he was actually quite blown away as well, so that was pretty cool. And when I mentioned where I was from, the Brew Lab, he actually knew me because of some social media stuff. But anyway, really, really cool moment, and I was able to thank him for the inspiration he's given me to be a part of this industry that we love today. Now, the expo itself is much smaller than last year especially, and I actually prefer it. I think this is so much better. I'm getting a chance to collaborate with people, chat to people, and actually do the things that we were here to do, not just look at product. We can do that on social media, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. In my opinion, I actually want to connect with people being stuck in Sydney and in a cafe 6 days a week, I just really don't get a chance to chat with people. So it's been amazing, and that means there is some cool stuff coming. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Speaking of which, hopefully there's a product coming to me, the cafe, the channel. It's a toothpaste. That's all I'm going to give you for now because it's a really good product. And I don't want to give anything away, but just keep an eye out for that one. Now, a couple of machines I want to talk about that I've seen at the show. The Bean Cartel have this incredible San Remo Cafe Racer, pink and green. It's just lit up like crazy. Their entire stand is actually incredible. They've even got all some Fia and Zato grinders, all different colours. The whole setup, in my opinion, is probably the best looking setup this year. It's been really cool, and that machine is just phenomenal. So whoever made that, whoever customized it, well done. That's beautiful. The other machine is the AMG ECM. That's right, so it's a coffee machine. They've paired up with AMG and made this absolutely incredible machine. Genuine carbon fibre in the portafilter and little steam and hot water knobs. Some CNC machined logos throughout the thing, so there's not actually a mesh behind the logo, it is actually CNC machined that way. So some incredible craftsmanship on this thing. There is a grinder as well that goes with it. Now both the grinder and the machine have their AMG badges on the back, which is something you only get on the engine of an AMG, so it's pretty cool that they've included that stuff on there. A little bit of anthracite on the grinder and the base of the machine as well, so really nice. And we may have one on the way, depending if we can get one, as somebody has inquired about it and we might see one in the future. Now, a company that I do want to talk about that typically you won't hear anything about on this channel is Vittoria. Vittoria has a huge stand in the middle of the expo, doing a whole lot of cool stuff. It's really not like Vittoria that I've seen before, and apparently they had some pretty nice stuff happening. I didn't drink any of their coffee, and there's a couple of reasons for that, but we won't talk about it. But apparently they're stepping things up in the specialty coffee world. So something that has become a little bit of a tradition for the Mice Week is, go to a restaurant called Taco Bill, which is a Mexican restaurant that's been around for a long time. Not Taco Bell, Taco Bill. It's much better than Taco Bell. And it's just a Mexican restaurant. It's a whole lot of fun. It brings out the best and the worst in people. They serve these giant fishbowl cocktails that a couple of people had last night, and let's just say that was the start of a very interesting evening. And another place ticked off the bucket list for me is Cafe Coretto, which is a very much Ferrari-inspired Italian restaurant. There's Ferrari stuff everywhere, as you can see. Beautiful place. They've got a Formula One car hanging from the roof. Ferrari memorabilia everywhere. They obviously serve Italian food, incredible pizzas, and we had some pasta for lunch. That was phenomenal. It was the best gnocchi I've ever had in my life. It is made by the father of the owner, or the owner is the father. I'm a little bit lost in translation there, but it was amazing food. If you're in the area, make sure you check that out down on Lygon Street. So tomorrow's not going to be all about coffee, but we will be filming some stuff. We're going to head to an AFL game and do the Melbourne things, and I'll film what I can and keep you up to date. So that was my first AFL game ever live, and because blue and white sucks, so I ended up with this one because we couldn't go for the same team. That's just weird. Can you tell who won?